beautiful people. How are we doing? I guess we are doing good. Thank God for that, and happy, lovely week to us all. This is the Rose Cable channel where we talk about the realities of life. And today we want to talk about mother-in-laws. Specifically, I want to talk about these mother-in-laws. I want to send a message to them. You know, when I start listening to some daughter-in-laws, I discovered that some of them are very bitter with their mother-in-laws. I'll still talk about that of daughter-in-laws maybe tomorrow or whenever I have time again. I'll talk about that of daughter-in-laws. But today I want to talk about mother-in-laws. How mean mother-in-laws are today, it amazes me so much. It surprises me so much. Why? I'm asking the mother-in-laws, why? Why do you so much disgust your daughter-in-laws and son-in-laws? Why do you so much hate them? Why do you so much place restrictions on them? But you don't do so in your own daughters and your own children. Why the hatred? Is it that the children that came out from your own womb are too special? That the girl had to leave her father's house and her mother's house to come and stay with your son? She didn't commit any crime. Or is your womb now full of gold? That you see your own children as being so special, and then other people's children as being what? It's very bad. 98% of mother-in-laws are mean. They are wicked. I am not missing any word to say. They are so wicked and so mean to their daughter-in-laws, to their son-in-laws. It's very bad. It is very extremely bad. You know, I remember my first pregnancy. You know, when I was pregnant of my first child, my first son. I remember there was a day my mother-in-law called me on phone. And then while we were talking, she asked me if I've eaten. I told her, I don't feel like eating anything. She was like, okay. She persuaded me, and I had to tell her, okay, I want pepper soup. You know that I was so amazed that the next morning, a driver called me on phone. A driver called me on phone and said that something, that I have a package at the park. I was so shocked. I was so surprised. I couldn't believe it. This woman cooked pepper soup, put it in a food flask, and we build it to me just to make me happy, just to make me relaxed. She will build pepper soup. She cooked the pepper soup by herself. She put it in a food flask, tied it in a nylon, and gave it to drivers to another state, to a different state, so that it gets to me that same day. It's not as if she couldn't tell me, your husband can provide that and all that. No. But I told her specifically what I wanted. I told her this is exactly how I wanted it. I didn't know that she had to go extra miles to do it for me. She surprised me, and then the next day I received it. What a mother-in-law. I can also remember another day that when I was pregnant as well. And I told her, Mama, see you, I want this one. All this soup, all these watery kind of soups. You know, all these pregnant women and their long throat. I told her, Mama, please, I want this pepper soup that used all this soup that used to be kind of watery, very watery, you know. And then she perceived that I couldn't go to the kitchen because anytime I cook it by myself, I won't eat it. And she prepared it and also revealed it to me. What a mother-in-law. Some of you mothers, you are so mean and I don't like it. You are so wicked. You are so rude to your daughter-in-laws. You make the house so uncomfortable and so unbearable for them. It's very bad. Remember that heaven is looking at whatever you do. How good you live your life. Remember that this channel talks about being good to people. Living a nice life. That is what this channel is all about. So I must tell you the truth, no matter how bitter it is, or no matter how bitter it sounds. You are mean to your daughter-in-laws. You are mean to your son-in-laws for just no reason. Why would your son go and marry somebody, and for one reason or another, are you the one that brought her up? Are you the one that trained her? Do you expect her to dance in your tune? She didn't grow up with you, remember? She came out from another family. And maybe that is exactly how their family. You have to adapt. You have no other option than to accept her the way she is. Your son that you trained, saw her like that and loved her and picked her up and made her his wife. So you have no option than to accept her. You remember the case of Naomi in the Bible? You know, some of us, we always look at Ruth. Ruth was a good daughter-in-law and all that and all that. Good things begat good things, and bad things begat bad things as well. Some of the mother-in-laws of now, some of the daughter-in-laws of now, they wish their mother-in-law so much death. Why? Because they are making life unbearable for them. Remember that they accepted that your son for the rest of their lives. Marriage is not something you just jump in today and tomorrow you're jumping out. It's something they have decided, and you mother-in-laws make it very unbearable for them. Make them regret their act. Make them regret ever taking that decision. How can you say you want your wife, your husband, your son to go and marry a wife, and after marrying that wife, you come and frustrate her? It's very bad. It's very mean. It's very wicked of you. Heaven is watching you. If Naomi was not good to her daughter-in-law, Ruth, and even Orpah, if she was not good to them, they would never have insisted to follow her, even at the point where it seems as if life has left her. You know, women of nowadays, let me say mother-in-laws now, if their son happens to die at that early stage, hey, oh, she has killed her son, or she has killed her husband, oh, hey, make una take am easy. Haba, no one accused you when you were marrying your old husband. Why would you accuse someone else? She has killed her husband, oh, hey, it's bad. Who told you she's one that killed him? Why would you just tag somebody bad? Just like, you know, there's a group where I belong to, one of my groups in Facebook, where a woman was complaining of how her mother-in-law was forcing her to drink a concoction that she brought from the village just because she hasn't taken it. She says she does not want to drink it. Mama, is not by force. Leave her alone. She does not want to drink it. Her faith does not accept it. Why don't you just let her be? If you want grandchildren, the order of your children, and in case you just that one you have, then why didn't you drink it yourself so that you can have more babies? If you're so much interested in having babies, if that son that she married is the only child you have, why didn't you drink it to have more babies since you know it all? Allow these people to be. Allow these daughters-in-law to be. Allow somebody's child to be. Allow somebody's child to be. She did not come into this world because of you. Stop frustrating her. If Naomi was not good to her daughter-in-laws, they wouldn't have loved her to the extent of following her. Imagine Ruth saying that anywhere she goes to, that is where she'll go. Anywhere she does, that's where she'll. Imagine. And even at that, even when Naomi was still in bitterness, she still insisted on helping Ruth. She continued to look out for Ruth. She continued to guide Ruth until she married Boaz. She left herself, she left her sorrow self to look out for somebody's daughter. Oh, what a love. What a love. What a love. Even Orpah, even though, if not that Naomi said, no, I want you to go back. No, Orpah wouldn't have. She wanted to follow her mother-in-law. How many of you can be as good as Naomi today? How many of you can decide to be good like Naomi? How many of you? All you are interested about, oh, my son, before he married this lady, he was doing so well. Before she married this man, she was doing so well, and all that and all that. Stop frustrating people's lives. They did not come into this world because stop frustrating people's life. It's not good. If you want progress, go out and make the progress yourself. If you want children, go out and look for children yourself. Stop disturbing somebody. That she didn't give birth is not her fault. Why forcing somebody to drink a concoction she's not interested in having? And what if she drinks it and something happens to her? Why being wicked? Why being mean? You're looking for grandchildren. Grandchildren that you can get from other of your children. Don't you have daughters that can give you grandchildren? Allow her. When it's time for her own God to give her children, God will give her children. Stop disturbing people's lives. Stop frustrating them. It's so disheartening. It's so appalling. It's so terrible how some mother-in-laws behave. You can say, your daughter-in-law doesn't like you. Did you love her first? Did you love her first? Show her love. There's no how you show somebody love and that person will decide to be mean and wicked to you. It's not possible. Show her love first. How bad? You're just so mean. Some mother-in-laws, I don't know. I see some women like this and I feel like, well, anyway, I remember when my brother got married, and before he got married, when I was sharing the invitation, I gave one of my friends the invitation card, and one of my friends, do you know what she told me? She said, wow. And the girl that was saying this thing is not married. She said, wow, that daughter-in-law must be very lucky. That is how she sees my mother. Wow, she must be very lucky. We insiders might even say my mom is not that good and all that and all that. We insiders might say, okay, these are my mom, but someone outside is seeing her as the best. Not as if we don't see her the best, but look at someone who does not live with her, who does not live in our house. Seeing her, oh, she's so lucky to have this kind of person as a mother-in-law. Can people really say so of you? Can people really testify of your good nature? Can you really spare your last kobo for your daughter-in-law? Can you really make them happy? They are human beings. They are your daughters as well. By law. By law, they are your daughters. So treat them the way you treat your own daughters. Treat them the way you treat your own sons. Give them what you give your own children. Make a happy home. So that whenever you are dying, you will die peacefully. When your house is in chaos, how would you think you will die peacefully? You will die bitter. Try to make them happy. Whenever you are dying, you will die peacefully. What will you be remembered for? You are going to be judged by how you lived your life while on earth. Yes, you are going to be. Look at the book of Ruth, chapter 3. She so much helped her daughter-in-law. The testimonies of people here on earth is what will help you tomorrow in heaven, my dear. The testimony of, how can you say you love God when you don't even love your fellow human beings? How? How you live your life here on earth is how you're going to be judged. You can't live a different lifestyle and claiming you are born again and people don't love you and you think you're going to make heaven. How? How is that possible? My dear, please, let's try and watch our lives. Let's try and be good. It pays. So that not after suffering your end, you'll still go to hellfire and suffer again. Please. Mother-in-laws, allow your children, allow your daughters, allow your daughter-in-laws, allow your son-in-laws to be. They are not a flavor. That they didn't make money is not their fault. Not that they are not making efforts. Please, let them be. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about that of daughter-in-law. So see you in my next video. Love you all. Bye-bye.